Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So I am finishing up my paper pumpkin for March 2024. This is Paper Pumpkin Alternative number 23 for the kit called Memorable Meadows. Sorry, my reach is very slow. I'm still recovering, guys. So here we go. You got to do 3 of this card, 3 of this one, and 3 of that one. And on the back, you got the QR code, the visual of everything in the kit, and the coordinating colors. And I'm hoping my dogs do not bark like little crazed idiots, but I just can apologize. They're dogs. They do kind of silly stuff. Anyway, so this is an easy one. The last several have been real simple. So I have a white card base. I can show you what we're using. This is my last card base. Had to change up what my plans were for it, but that's okay. So I'm using an envelope as an envelope. Card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We are going to use from 1/2 of the card base. I am going to use the one with the trees, more of the trees. There's trees here, but we want the 2 big ones. We are going to cut 3 strips that are 1 1/4 by 5 1/4 from 1/2 of the card base. We are going to be using this rectangle bit here. We're going to be using, I think, a bit of this blue tissue from the paper, and the more crinkly, the better it's going to be, I hope. We're going to try to stamp on it as well. And then we're going to wrap it around this little bit from the envelope. You can hopefully see that. That's this little bit from an envelope. It's actually really quite thick. So let's see if we can do this here. So I'm going to need first, I think we're going to need to cut this down to 4. Let me write that down. We want to trim this down to 4 from 1/2 a card base, cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. I forgot about that. Just thought about it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little fold here to cut this off. That is going back in the goodie box. Last of the goodie box. So we have 4. I'm actually going to cut off that little bit of a score line, and I don't want to take 1/4 inch off of this side because there's barely any trees there. So we're going to take the 1/4 inch from this side, and there is my Mr. Hank. All right, so we have this strip which we'll probably put on the inside of the card. So now I said we need 3. Let's cut this down. So it's 4, and we need it by 5 1/4. So that's right here. All right. So we need 3 strips that are 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. So we have it by 5 1/4. So we need 3 strips that are 1 1/4. So I'm going to start with this side. There's 1 strip. Then I'm going to turn it. Nope, we're just going to cut it all from the one side. 1 1/4. Now I do want to kind of keep these like how they are. And then we need another 1 1/4. To have 3. Looks like we have 2 strips. I'm thinking we can put those both on the inside of the card. Just one needs to be trimmed down. Let's see. Put those. This one, they're 5 1/4. So this one needs to be 5 1/4 as well. And we might be able to use maybe, oh, thank goodness it landed on my thigh and not the ground. If it landed on the ground, it was staying there, just not bending over. Okay, so let's see. These are real simple, easy bits. You're going to see this in a second. Let's see, this one goes here. And my Hank is making a ruckus. We're doing like a window. We've done this several times, but you can see, look like that. That's all we're doing with this, guys. Simple, simple. We're just cutting it up. Well, first of all, we cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. Then we cut 3 strips that are 1 1/4 by, of course, 5 1/4, and we're just going to glue them on here. Come on, three-legged wonder. My daughter's dog, Lucy. She decided she wanted back out here. So we're going to glue these two sides, the outer ones in on first, and then we'll glue the center piece, hopefully. All this was splitting it up. So I'm going to take it here, try to get the same border, top, bottom, in the left side. This one we're not going to put yet. This one, and hopefully we have enough room in the center. So no X's or anything, that should do it. And this one should slide. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect. It's so wonderful when DSP, we're pretending this is DSP, right? Does all the hard work for you. You just have to chop it up a little bit to make it, to do an easy change up of the design. Now, these little corners apparently don't have enough glue. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit more glue back there. All right. So I'm probably going to have to trim this down. But what I want to do first is stamp on this. Stamp it, Pierce mat. Come back to me. So, and I need a bit... I threw my scratch paper away. I need some new scratch paper. Hold up. Just a little bit, because it's going to go right through this. So I just tore off a bit, and you saw me. I ruffled it up, right? Crinkled it up. And we're going to use Mossy Meadow, and we're going to stamp You've Been on My Mind. Just right in the center somewhere. It doesn't have to be straight because we're going to glue this then down. Oh, look at that. Ha ha. Yes. Voila. Okay, so my little strip here, which I'm going to make sure it's not quite straight. It's a little wonky for some reason. So we're just, it's a 1/2 inch strip. Is what it is. I just want to make it straight or straighter. Let's see. Yeah, it's not quite straight. There. Let me show you. This is what is cut off. So now what I'm going to do is get messy. Because I want to smear glue all in here. So what can I use to smear it? I'm going to use my finger. You bet yourself I am going to do it. Wipe it off. All right. Little hand sanitizer real quick. Just a little squirt. It'll all come off. Okay, so now I've got to get that off of here. Don't dry yet. I'm not ready for you to dry. I got to try to get this on relatively straight. That looks good. I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see this. I'm going to rub it. Look. See that? That's what we're doing. So now I am going to wrap this around it and trim it all off. So I'm going to wrap it this way. I don't want glue all the way at the top because now I'm going to chop all that off. Some snips here. All right, so I'm going to add glue, and this isn't going to add any bulk. I'm not going to put any dimensionals, I believe, on this. So now I'm going to fold this one up and over it really tight, pull this back, and chop this off. It's just tissue paper. It's not going to add really any bulk at all. And then I thought, do I want to twist it like that? But no, we don't want to do that. We are going to fold it over. We're just wrapping it around there, just ever so slightly. Remember, it's tissue paper. The glue is going to go right through this thing. So there's one end. Just do it nice and tight. My husband's dog is like, I shut all the doors in the house and he likes to lay on my daughter's bed. So there. So what I'm going to do is this part, you can see that is coming like, so I'm going to cut that at an angle. Oops. See, these just need a little bit like mitering, just a little. That does not want to be used. It's not thin enough. It's kind of bulky, but I like using those, especially when glue is. Okay, that's good. That's so good. All right, so now we have, you're going to see how pretty that's going to be. But yes, this is definitely, the purple needs to be cut down to about, 3/4 of an inch. So now we're going to take this and we're going to trim it down. We don't even need the glue anymore because it's vellum, and you know vellum doesn't like to play nice. It's vellum. It's special, right? It's special. This is really nice vellum. It's really nice and thick. All right, so we have our vellum, and we need some tear tape. And I know from before that you don't see the tear tape on the back of this vellum. So I'm going to cut 3 little lengths, hopefully. 1 for the center, 2 for the sides. And we're going to give them their little rub down. We're not taking them off yet. And now this is going to be secured with tear tape as well. There's one. Yeah, I didn't think I need a little bit more for each end. Still waiting for my new paper pumpkin for April's to arrive. Gonna be interesting. Trying to get these paper pumpkins done. I've been leaving my Ravenclaw Harry Potter zip up hoodie out in my stamp room, so when I get chilled I can use it. All right, so this is going to hang over ever so slightly there. And there. And this, we can do it up here, but I really like it down here, and I want it over here. I want that little bit of my sentiment strip hanging over that little white end, and it's perfect. Ah! Oh, yeah, yikes. And thanks to Miss Susie, we're going to have these gorgeous flat. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful little birds. We're going to put one there. I want one. I really won't. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, we're going to do 2 of the birds. And then we're going to do some of these little embellishments in there. 3 of these. So 1, 2. And then we're going to go here. And these are nice and flat. 2, 2. And 3. So there you have it. Of course, Wink Estella. I want all the blue. I don't want the trees. I just want the blue. Do the little bit of water in the path where the sun is shining. So let's decorate our envelope. Quick and easy enough for you guys. I know the last one was way too long. Okay. So let's do our envelope and the inside. So we have our 2 pieces. I told you we could do both of these, I believe, on the inside like so. The question is, do I like it being framed like that? One is a little bigger than the other, so I don't like that. So we'll just go with the larger of the 2. And since I know it's not quite 5.5, we're going to just go down the center and get it right over here. Scoot it in some. All right, so we have You've Been on My Mind, and it's going to say, have a beautiful day with Mossy Meadow green ink. Gorgeous, gorgeous shade of green. No stamp in Pierce Matte. Let's just do it. I'm not pushing down. I have ink up here. I don't want that going on my card. Ta-da! Yes, yes, yes. Have a beautiful day. Let's look at the front. I'm thinking I need another little bit of color. So we're going to go with Balmy Blue, believe it or not. Let's see. Balmy Blue. Where's my little stamp off stuff? So I'm going to stamp off and then stamp a little bit of blue on there. Just like that. And let's do our envelope, which that's all I got, huh? We're going to do, it's the little things that matter. And of course, our Mossy Meadow. We're going to do a little bit of Balmy Blue again. There. Oops. All right, let's just stamp. We got Mossy Meadow from there. That. Now, let's go ahead and do a flower. And we're going to do it in Balmy Blue because I'm not going to switch out ink. So here's 1. Here's 2 a little farther down. And 3, and heck, we're going to go ahead and put one on the front too. I didn't get enough stamping in. So there. Our flower, Balmy Blue. Maybe I should put one in the inside of our card. I'm not sure. I've got to think about it. Oh, I like the balmy blue, so let's see. No, I don't want one on the inside. But what I do want, yes, is daffodil light. Yes, can you guess what I wanted? Yes. All right, ink me up in the process. Put the balmy blue away because I got to turn. I have one of those really old big black towers from Stampin' Up that I use my store my ink pads in. I am very reluctant to get rid of it. So that's what you guys hear me doing over there. And we're going to stamp off. Stamp off. Off. Can't hardly see because it's little speckles. There we go. I'm wondering if, no. I was like, do I want to put little speckles on the flower? No. No, 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 no. We're going to let it be. We are going to let it rest. So hopefully this short one makes up for the extremely long video of the other project. And hopefully you guys will give me a comment. Let me know what you think of my use of the tissue paper there. Have a beautiful day. I love that I broke that up. That's the best thing in the whole kit. Cutting that up and the flowers. Really cool. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you are not subscribed, would you consider, as it does help me out? Your likes and your comments, guys, are fabulous. Please keep them coming. They keep me coming out here even while I'm recovering, because I just can't help myself when I get want to laugh. But thank you for all you guys do for me. You really do, allowing me to come into your home and share my love of paper crafting with you. I really appreciate it. I love your feedback. Thank you so much again, and I hope to see you again in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.